Okay, we'll get started. We're joined on the dais by USF head coach Jose Fernandez and student athletes Laura Ferreira and Kitty Alaxa. Coach, if you just want to make an opening statement, and then we'll take questions for players and coaches, and we do have wireless mics, so just raise your hand and we'll have someone bring it over to you.
Well, first of all, that was the thing we talked about at halftime. I thought that was a turning point when we came out of the locker room and Maria hit a three and Kit. And we talked to our guys. We needed to do a much better job with our post coverage inside and doubling Kaba and helping Laura out on Saunders earlier. But, we had 5 guys in double figures. I know 4 of them played 40 minutes, but this is something that we talk about all year long, having an opportunity to play for a conference championship, and this 4 years straight that we're doing that. But, Central Florida, they had a very good season. Want to wish them the best. I know they're going to move forward in postseason. And, look forward to seeing Connecticut probably tomorrow again, most likely.
Coach, you mentioned it yesterday, but can you talk about the ability of Laya to just break that press, which is a really good one, all by herself about 20 different times?
I thought she did a very good job finding people, and she found people outside of the ball side area. I think she looked away post players and found Kid up on the opposite end of the floor, found Laura in the corner after. Laura's 2 big threes in the fourth were huge. The one from the top and the other one from the corner. So I'm really proud of this group.
For the players, obviously there's been a pretty significant rivalry between UCF. What was your reaction to finding out that you're going to get to play him again in the semifinal round?
It's always a tough fight with UCF, and there's a lot of respect for them. It was a hard-fought fight, and good luck to them for the rest of their season, and we're moving on to the ship game.
Same.
Coach, end of the second quarter, end of the third quarter, they both got off and made a run. You're always looking for, is that just, having to play starters 40 minutes start to wear down at the end of quarters?
Well, that's what we talked about. I think maybe we could have gotten them some more rest because we had our timeouts and used them at the end of the game to relieve some pressure. But we got caught up into the flow of the game. I didn't think we closed out the second quarter like we did. We were up 9 and then go in the locker room up 3. And there were some defensive things that we should have done better. But they adjusted. It's a credit to them.
Play Connecticut 3 times in a year. What's the challenge in that, and is there a benefit to getting to a couple tries at it?
Well, I thought we competed and played a lot better when we played them up in Stores. I think what hurt us those final 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the first quarter were huge because we could never get back in the game. And it's second, third, fourth quarter, it's almost like it was a 2-3 point differential in each quarter. We got to do a much better job taking care of it, and live ball turnovers, they know that.
Kitty and Laura, if you want to answer that question as well.
It's a great opportunity to play the best team in the country 3 times a year, and it's a privilege, I think, and we're excited. We trust the coaching staff that they're going to game plan, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Yep, we're excited.
Coach, so what's the philosophy the rest of the day? How much will you allow your players to watch the next game? I mean, is it ice? What's the routine as you guys prepare?
Going back to the hotel.
Okay.
They're very, very familiar with Connecticut, and, we're going to go back, rest up, have a nice team meal. We'll watch some film before we go to bed, and we'll have shoot around tomorrow to get ready. But they don't need to watch them any longer. They're on TV all the time.
Anyone else for questions? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
this microphone right now so you can hear it a little bit. Hey, 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 check 1, 2. Hey, hey, check 1, 2. Hey, hey. Hey, check 1, 2. Check. Hey, check 1, 2. Check. Hey, check 1, 2. Hey, 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 check 1, 2. Are they coming right now? Hey, check 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Good? Better? Okay.
Good.
We'll get started with the UCF press conference. We're joined on the dais by head coach Katie Abrahamson Henderson and student athletes Ikea Saunders and Aaliyah Gregory. Coach, if you want to make an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Sure. I think this is a tough day just for UCF in general, just because these two seniors sitting next to me, I mean, their dream was to get into the NCAA tournament this year. Obviously, this win would have got us there pretty much for sure. So, we just got to pray. But, for this program, we're really greedy. I mean, getting there in 2 years would have been something that nobody has ever done, and trying to change history is really hard. It's really hard, and it takes a lot of warriors and winners and a lot of fight. And obviously, USF has been there many years. We just really want it so bad and so quickly, and sometimes doesn't happen the way you want it. But it's just a great example of, their toughness and their ability to get there. They've been there, 5 years in a row. I don't know how many. It's 4 years in a row, and we haven't been there yet. But we've been in postseason in 2 years, and that's pretty remarkable for our program. I mean, to go back-to-back 20 games, 21-plus games this season, that's a great accomplishment for this program. Last year, Aaliyah led the way, and we didn't have Z last year, and she led the way, and she, changed the history of this program, turned the program around, helped us do that, and now bringing Z in this year and having her with Aaliyah. Our two seniors has been really, really a lot of fun. 21 wins is a lot of wins, no matter what conference you're in or what level you're in. So obviously I'm very proud of them. Did we want to win this game? Absolutely. But, USF just played a better game than us.
Questions, please raise your hand.
Could you talk a little bit about the contrast from yesterday to today and the ability of USF to break the press?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we needed to get up and pressure them a little bit more. You saw in those last 4 minutes us doing that, and so we just waited too long. I mean, but they have some veteran players that have played in tournament time and played back-to-back games like this, and he had the opportunity to rest them a little bit yesterday, and we didn't have that opportunity to rest people. So, but I think our press would have been better if we would have got up like we did the last 4 minutes.
There was a point at which you pulled it off entirely. Was that just because people were getting worn out?
We didn't pull it off at all. We were on it the whole time. We weren't pressuring the ball. I'd have to tell you how the press works, but the press works by pressuring the ball, making them dribble up the sideline, trapping them. But we weren't pressuring them on the ball hard enough to get them to come up the sideline to trap. So they were dribbling, jump stopping, cross-courting it, so it's out. So we needed to pressure the ball way harder in order for them to get them up the sideline so we could trap.
Question for the players. Your coach alluded to it in her opening statement about the transformation of the program. What's occurred over the last 2 years, and maybe talk about the transformation?
I think our mentality as we approach the game has changed over the last 2 years. Now we're very aggressive in everything we do, offensively and defensively. I think we're a more defensive-minded team than we were in the past, and just our game scheme has changed a lot since Coach Abe has gotten here. Like she said, we press a lot. We take pride in our defense, and we like to go on offense, attack, draw fouls, get good shots. So I think that's kind of how it changed.
Yeah, I agree with what Aaliyah's saying. I guess the style play that we play now compared to what we've played in the past is completely different. We pressure the ball, we move in transition, we press. Everything's more of a fast-paced style basketball game.
course they did. They're seniors, you know, seniors. And this is why we always play for the seniors. And I told everybody else in the room, like, when you're a senior, you're going to feel like these guys do, but you're not a senior yet, and so you assume you have another game. Seniors don't have other games. I mean, we may be guaranteed one more game, and that's it. And so, you know, that's why I said at the beginning of the year, you played for the seniors last year. I said the same thing. We're playing for our seniors because every game is like the biggest game of their lives. And, you know, when we just started this season in conference play, so we go to wherever we went in Houston. That's the last time they're ever playing at Houston. You go to, I don't remember where we went to play, but Memphis. It's the last time Leah's ever going to play at Memphis. We go to Temple. It's the last time. Everything's the last time for seniors. And so I learned from a really smart coach and all the great coaches I've been around. Seniors either play to win or they quit a long time ago. And these two seniors have never quit on us. They've wanted to win. They've wanted to go to postseason. They want to win games. I mean, it's going to be super hard to replace them, because of all of the things they do, not just on the court, but off the court. I mean, the things Aaliyah's sacrificed for us this year are pretty amazing. And then obviously Z in just 1 year for us, and the things she's done to help turn this program around is pretty unbelievable. So they need to be very proud of everything. They're upset because they wanted a chance to get into the NCAA tournament. That was their dream. Will we get in? I don't know, but we'll definitely be playing postseason again, and so we got to stay focused and you know, not let this let down not bring us to, like, we could win more than 21 games this year. Last year we only won 21, so right now we're at 21. We could win a lot of games, still have a lot more games, but it's going to be up to these guys, and it's going to be up to our team if they want to keep playing for these guys, which I hope they do, and I know that most of them do.
Thank you.